Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice Radio. So today, I need to be telling you about another card which has gotten a little bit inexplicably expensive. And I would like to give a shout out here to the lovely Primal Lugia over at PokerGuardian.com. He's lovely. He's helped us out a lot lately, so you know the deal at this stage. Make sure you're following at Primal Lugia on Twitter, and make sure you're checking out PokerGuardian.com. Lovely dude, huge help, always answers when I message him silly questions about various things, so let's give a bit of love to someone who deserves it. Now, the short version of this story is that a Full-Art Lillie over in Japan has gone and sold for 150,000 yen. Now, as of this moment, at the current exchange rate, that is €1,280, £1,141, or $1,404. Whichever currency you use, that is a fantastic amount of money for a single Pokemon card. Especially one that isn't a ridiculous card. So it must be a ridiculous card, and the question is, well, what actually is it? Now, the answer is, it is all based around a particular tournament over in Japan, or should I say a series of tournaments. Now, they have been talked about on the official Japanese website, and they are being referred to as Extra Battle Day events. Basically, these are expanded tournaments. Japan is really trying to push the idea of expanded. And I did tell you recently about an expanded box that they've released, which is giving you a whole bunch of awesome expanded cards. I'll pop a link to that video in the description. And essentially, when you go along to this, you end up playing in 8-man pods. And the winner of the 8-man pod gets a promo pack. A 1-card promo pack. And in that promo pack, you either get Full-Art Ace Roller, Full-Art Guzma, or Full-Art Lillie. Now, the good news is, I believe everyone gets this promo version of HOW. So at least you get the promo HOW just for turning up. Now, okay, so you've got to win an 8-man pod in order to get this. But even if you win the 8-man pod, you've only actually got a 1 in 3 chance of getting a Lillie. So that alone makes it quite awkward. But there is more awkwardness. Because this isn't just some tournament you can rock up to. No. You need to apply through the Players Club. It's an online club in Japan. And it's a lottery system. And you're only allowed to apply once per month per person. So first of all, there's no guarantee you're actually going to get a place in a tournament if you apply. Secondly, you can only apply once per month per person. Thirdly, you've got to win an 8-man pod in order to get the 1-card promo pack. And fourthly, even if you win, you've only got a 1 in 3 chance of actually getting a Lillie. Oh yeah, that's pretty rare. And that is one of, not the only reason, because the other cards are not selling for anywhere near as much, but that is one of the reasons why Lillie is proving to be so gosh darned expensive. It's redonkulous. Now, that does then add in an extra little layer here. How do you know which card you're getting? Now, the good news is, and again, the lovely Primal Lugia has provided an image of this, if you hold up a flashlight to the promo pack, you can actually see inside without opening it. So you can see here, this promo pack clearly has a Lillie. That is why the picture I showed you earlier of an unopened pack sold for $1,400, because it was a pack that we knew had a Lillie in. It was guaranteed to have a Lillie because they had shown. Does this mean that Pokemon over in Japan are going to react to this? Because it's clearly super easy to figure out if there's a Lillie in there or not. Will they change the packaging in future? Maybe. I mean, remember they changed the code cards because it used to be that heavier packs had a holo in. So they changed the code pack now. So when you get a pack without a holo, you get a slightly heavier code card, and with a holo, you get a slightly lighter code card, so that they even out, and you can no longer weigh the packs to find a holo. Maybe they'll do that with this as well. Of course, it does also lead to the question, what if a sealed pack is being sold actually sealed? Because we all know at this point that you can figure out if there's a Lillie in there or not. Does this mean that some people over in Japan will sell the packs knowing there isn't a Lillie in there, but selling it as sealed? Maybe. I can tell you that over in Japan, prospective buyers are literally messaging the sellers saying, can you hold up a flashlight to show me what card's in the pack? As a side note, if anyone watching this video is going to be going and buying these auctions, be extremely wary of any card that is being sold in a sealed pack like this, where the seller will not show you which one it is. We know they can. If they won't, that probably tells you something. But the thing is, this Lillie is selling for $1,400. Ace Roller and Guzma, nowhere near as much. Now, in terms of the approximate prices for the other cards, Ace Roller is selling for around $600, which is still a lot. And Guzma is selling for somewhere between $200 and $400. So clearly you want the Lillie. It's going to be kind of upsetting now for anyone that wins a lottery so they get to go and play, wins their 8-man pod, and then goes and gets a Guzma. Still a $200 to $400 card, but it's nothing like the same. And the question is, why Lillie? And there are two very simple answers. Number one, kawaii culture. Simple as that. Over in Japan, Lillie is a very cute character that people love, and people love Lillie. But the other thing that must be borne in mind here is Lillie's a great card. Like, a legitimately great card. I've been showing you a lot of deck lists from both Europe, North America, and Japan over the past couple of years, and as it's been up till now, the two best supporter cards, by quite a large margin, have been Lillie and Cynthia. Simple as that. Lillie and Cynthia have been the best cards in terms of draw supporters, and it's not even been particularly close. So that makes sense. And we've actually had a bunch of different prints of Lillie. We've had the Sun and Moon print, we've had the Ultra Prism print, and then of course we've had two full arts previously. Now, the first full art from Sun and Moon has been the least popular of them, and it's purely down to the artwork. If you look at the second Lillie, the one from Ultra Prism, better artwork, that was selling in Japan for about $450. It's now come down to approximately $150. So the price has plummeted. But this new one has the best artwork yet. It is the best artwork of any of these three Lillies. It's the most sought after artwork. And then you've got to build in the difficulty of actually getting this card. This is a phenomenally difficult card to get hold of. And the fact of the matter is, it's going to go straight into decks. Japan have just announced a rotation, which is going to take Ace Roller and Guzma out of the format. They're getting rotated out in Japan. But then again, so is Lillie. Because remember, I did a video about the Japanese rotation. I'll pop a link to that in description. Essentially, every reprint has had the same letter A, which means that Lillie won't survive. So although Lillie is a phenomenal card and will still continue to see a lot of play in Expanded, it's not actually going to see any play in Standard. So, yeah. That's a little bit weird. Honestly, there are two factors at play which have contributed to the price of this card. Number one, it's Lillie. People love Lillie. Number two, it's phenomenally difficult to get hold of. And there really aren't that many tournaments where you can actually go ahead and get one of these. They started on the 4th of October, so just this past weekend, and they're ending in a few weeks. Now, the other thing to bear in mind, these have just started to be given out. And the hype is gigantic right now. So please do bear in mind that there is every chance that if you just give it a few weeks, when a few more of these are out there, the price will drop. When I say the price will drop, I don't mean it's going to come down to a $50 card. That's ridiculous. But it wouldn't surprise me to see this price come down by hundreds of dollars as more of these got on the market and the hype died down a little bit. Either way, This is a very, very interesting story, a very interesting card, and it's the kind of thing that you guys have told me you want to hear about on this channel. So I figured I'd better show it to you. But I'd like to know your response to this. I'd like to know what you think. Do you love this card? Would you want to get one of these cards? Would you pay $1,400 for it? Let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at The Wassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that, head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio, where you can do exactly that. And please do make sure you're checking out youtube.com/WassyPlays, where we talk about a whole bunch of games that don't even have any Pokemon in. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.